tomorrow is the big day. You're having LASIK. This is a really exciting time for you. I also know that this can be a very nerve-wracking time for you. It's not a normal thing to have surgery, but my goal is to make sure you feel as comfortable as possible going into the surgery center before you even get there. On the morning of LASIK, feel free to eat breakfast as normal, but just make sure you're nice and relaxed. No heavy perfume on the day of surgery because it can actually interfere with the laser. Once you get to the laser center, we'll bring you back, we'll make sure your eyes are really numb, we'll clean off around your eyes, and then we'll lay you down underneath the first laser. You're gonna meet two lasers on the day of surgery. The first one creates the flap. That one only takes a couple of seconds. You'll feel some gentle pressure during that one. You'll just be looking straight ahead at a blinking light. After the flap is created, we move you over to the second laser. At that second laser, your job is to look at the green blinking light. You'll feel a little bit of tugging and pulling at that point, but no sharp pains whatsoever, just some flushes of fluid. Once we lock onto that green light, the treatment begins. The length of the treatment depends on how high of a prescription you have actually. Don't worry about messing up the treatment during it. Everybody is concerned that if they look away or if they blink, something bad will happen. But I promise you, that won't happen. This laser tracks your eye movements over 500 times a second, and that means that it's following you as your eye moves. If your eye moves too much, the laser stops. We get you back to center and we begin again. Again, you can't mess it up. That is something that everybody's worried about, but I promise you're not going to. After the laser treatment, I put the flap back down, and then I'll bring you over to the other room so that we can look and make sure the flaps are all clear. It's not uncommon for there to be a little bit of debris that gets stuck underneath them, and if so, we'll either lift them and flush out that debris, or we'll say it's not enough that it's visually significant. At that point, you get to go home. As you're leaving the laser center, your eyes will probably be pretty comfortable, although you'll be quite blurry. Some people describe it as feeling like they're looking underwater, actually. About an hour after you get home is when things start to get a little more intense. It's very normal for your eyes to burn after LASIK. That first day, the first hour to 5 hours can be fairly uncomfortable. However, at the 5-hour mark, just like that, it tends to disappear. And at that point, your vision starts to clear up as well. Your job in that first day is to start your eye drops every 2 hours. Go home, take a nap. If you nap, you don't even need to use the eye drop in between, but make sure that when you wake up, you use those drops every 2 hours. And the most important piece here is keep your eyes covered. We'll give you some shields or goggles to wear during that day of the surgery to prevent you from accidentally touching your eyes. But if you touch your eyes too much, it can create a little wrinkle in the flap, and we don't want that to happen. After you wake up the next morning for your post-op day 1 visit, I will see you in the clinic and we'll make sure that you're healing appropriately. Please let me know if you have any concerns at all.